We might be born with natural compassion, but things happen in our lives that cloud over that. And I think religion and spirituality at its best, from all religious traditions, helps peel away so that our natural ability to have compassion for people close to us, but also people very different from ourselves, is common to all religious traditions, that capacity. Fear can be reinforced with religion, and I think fear and the reaction to violence and to death and to the realities that we live around. We have religious leadership that for a long time has been reiterating this ethic of fear and this ethic of separateness and this ethic of real violence, which I think is part of the reason that extremism is spreading in some places. It's not so much that we just feel more understanding for another, or that we just tolerate one another, that we just aren't not violent, but that we're actually working to serve one another. I think that compassion is something that is contagious. So I think that as communities and as individuals and as families start to practice it, I really do think it needs to be a practice in our society. That it's not just something that we talk about once and have a big, I don't know, commandment, or that our president, our next president, tells us to be more compassionate, but that we recognize that it's something we need to work on, all of us, that we all have areas where we're not compassionate towards somebody, and that as a country, as a society, as a city, we need to really put it into practice every single day to see where compassion isn't. We're all interdependent, and we can't survive if we don't understand that we're living on one planet. I found that one of the challenges is to really engage people who don't want to show up and sit next to a person of another faith and talk about the similarities. And one of the ways I've found that that hurdle can be at least cracked a little bit is by working around issues that all people who are embodied on this earth have an urgency to take care of. So things like poverty and things like health care and things like illness, environmental degradation. There are common issues that I've found that if you center the conversation and the action around that and not just on interfaith peace, that there become interfaith relationships that then lead to interreligious peace. Unconditional love is something that I've found in all religions and in all people who practice all religions. I've been blessed to meet people from all traditions who have this sort of emanating selfless love. I think service is something that I've found in almost all religious traditions, this ethic of being selfless and giving back.